All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to the IndyCar Series. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series kicks off a brand new season at Barber Motorsports Park. It's a 50-lap race, and this track is tough. Who's going to get the first win of the season? We got a great 8-race season headed your way, kicking it off at Barber Motorsports Park. There's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, it's the IndyCar Series kicking it off at Barber Motorsports Park. 150-lap race. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory? Let's get this party started. All right, thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate everybody being here today. We'll be watching it live or on replay. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV, and race number 1 of the season, an 8-race season, 5 ovals, 3 road courses, and in my opinion, this is the toughest road course. Kicking it off. This 8-race season is going to be a tough one here at Barber. Guys are out on the practice, getting some practice laps in. Today's race is going to be brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server for your race league, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. How about your WordPress hosting, your online store hosting, some VPS hosting, and shared web hosting available through EliteHostingUSA.com. That's who provides our website here at HighOctaneRacing.net. Don't forget to join us over there. Get a quick link to our Discord server. Find out what the point standings are, schedules, all that jazz right there on HighOctaneRacing.net. About 9 minutes left to go in the practice session. A little bit of a light crowd here. I think guys are watching the Formula One practice or quals or something. Somebody had mentioned that to me. It'll be a light crowd today, I think, here in the IndyCar Series. Take a look at the schedule. We're kicking it off at Barber Motorsports Park today, and then next week we'll be at Indy GP. A 40-lap race, and then we begin our 5 ovals: Milwaukee Mile, Indianapolis, Nashville, Iowa, and Gateway. All the 5 ovals there squashed in between road courses, and then finishing out the season at Road America for a 40-lap race. Some more racing headed your way tonight in the Cup Series. Texas Motor Speedway 100-lap race. The Saturday Night Thunder Next Gen Series. And it is a fun mod, a fun track, and some great drivers here in the Saturday Night Thunder. That's coming up tonight. take a look at the track here at Barber Motorsports Park, located in Birmingham, Alabama. 2.38 miles in length, 3.83 kilometers, 16 turns. Man, this thing, you got to be up on the wheel at this track, dude. This is crazy difficult track, in my opinion. But it is a fun one. Once you get it down, it's a lot of fun. Keys to the race today. Some of them are fairly obvious. Race the track, man. Got to really pay attention. If you lose your focus at this track, you're going to end up in the grass, the wall, or the kitty litter. You're going to save your tires. This thing can be a little tough on tires here. Make sure you're patient with your passes as well. There are some pretty good passing opportunities, but you're going to have to time those pretty well. Manage that traffic. Not going to be a huge one here today, I don't think, with the lighter crowd. And then make sure your pit stops are on point. Get in and out of that box smoothly without any trouble there, so should be okay here at Barber. Looks like we've got about 6 minutes left to go before the qualifications start. Clock's a little bit off. Thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Don't forget that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so, and smash the bell. You get updates when races are going live here at TurnLeftTV. Thanks to all those new subscribers and all those folks who've been with me for such a long period of time, man, since the beginning and anywhere in between. Thank you for supporting TurnLeftTV. If you'd like to support me further, you can click on the link in the description of the race and buy me a coffee. Also, click on the SimLab web link and help me out by visiting their website. And if you decide to purchase something through them, please use my link. I have a SimLab race rig. I actually do my broadcasting and my driving from my race rig, so I love it. Got a DD1 wheelbase and a solid connection there to the race rig. Thank you for supporting TurnLeftTV. About 3 minutes left to go before the clock's off there. I'll have to do a little restart here. So about 3 minutes left to go in the practice session before we kick it over to qual. High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks will be back in action on Wednesday at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Some great short track action headed your way. 135 lap race on May the 7th. That's Wednesday, May the 7th. Racing will start at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what a great season this has been so far. This is race number 8, and the points battle is whisker thin right now. High Octane Racing League Bushwhackers Series had a race at Texas last night, and will continue on next week at Phoenix Raceway. So haven't changed that schedule yet, haven't changed the banner yet, but I had to sleep in today, man. It's been a rough week for me. We'll take a look at the schedule of this season, man. Indy GP, one of my favorite road courses. That is really home for me. I live about 45 miles north of Indianapolis, and I've been to Indianapolis many, many times. Haven't been to watch the Indy GP, although I have been to GT World, Fanatec GT World race there on that course, or watch that course. That was awesome, or watch the race there, running that configuration. Amazing event for that one, and been to Indianapolis 500 many times, been to the Brickyard many, many times. So Indy GP, a fun road course. Milwaukee Mile, great mile track there. Indianapolis Motor Speedway on Memorial Day weekend. Nashville Super Speedway, another great oval. And Iowa Speedway, classic short track in the IndyCar series. And a Gateway, man, that egg-shaped oval coming up on June the 14th. And we'll finish out the season at Road America on June 21st. The first day of summer. Take a look here, a little bit of a light crowd. Right now it looks like 8 drivers. Expected maybe a few more to join. So I didn't expect there's some maybe F1 going on right now. And some of the guys had messaged me and said they wouldn't be able to join the first few races, but in for the season. All right, these guys headed to the qualification session. So with 10 minutes quals here in the IndyCar series. I think it's so all right, these guys in the qualification session, so in about 10 minutes to get their quals in. It's like John Stanley, the first driver out. Get his qual a lap in, or laps. John Stanley on his out lap. I don't think qualification position is super important here today with the smaller field. I think we'll end up having maybe about 10 drivers. I think maybe some guys will join later, but right now looking at 8 drivers. Indy GP, I would suspect we'll have more drivers coming up next week. Barber's a tough track, man. As John Stanley begins his first timed lap. Being really conservative here with this lap. See the corkscrew. I'm not sure what they call it. This is like the equivalent of what you see at Laguna Seca. It's not quite on steroids like the Laguna Seca one, but still a tough section of the track. Oh, off the track there. Missed that corner. Probably the best thing you could do there is what he did in recovering. He got it back on the track pretty quickly. Oh, a little bit wide there, and then back to the left. Shooting for the timing line to see what that first lap is. 1:31.570 for John Stanley. Hank Steneker in his number 10 car. .107.213 is the top time. Pappy got that one. Oh, fast in sector number 2 for Steneker. You're right. Laguna's corkscrew is unmatched. That's why I hate that track. It is the number one reason I actually hate that track. Unnecessary, man. Just bulldozing. Steneker to 106.777, the top time now. Fast for Hank Steneker. Claudio Bardelli Jr. out on the track as well. He's going to be fast. Oh, man, a little bit of overdriving through that corner in the kitty litter. Staying out of the wall. So Claudio Bardelli Jr., he was risking it all through that corner. Hard right-hander here. Wow, man, hard on the brakes. Keeping that car lined up through the left-hander. Let's see where Bardelli Jr. plants his car. Oh, P4. Got some work to do, though. He has some work to do. Ritsky Novar doesn't look like he's going to be qualifying. I don't think Ed Palumbo is either. Staniker is the top time, and Bardelli Jr. is still out of the track here for lap number 2. Oh, tough break there for Bardelli Jr. Whoa, missed the corner, got a little airborne. So Bardelli Jr. in the 5 car. Got airborne off that one. He is wicked loose there. Got hard on the brakes, lost the back end of the car a little bit, able to catch it. He is trying to hang it out. Oh, he misses the final right-hander. And back to the left, and I don't think that time's going to be a 114, looks like, for him. 114.819. Wow, that was a wild ride there for Bardelli Jr. And these guys, I think, for the most part, are done with quals. Let's check on them here. Does look like all those guys are going to qual, have qualled, and we are waiting on one guy to get in here once the it kicks over to warm-up. So it looks like quals got a couple minutes left to go, and those guys are going to be doing the drivers' meeting. Thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Let's get this party started.
TurnLeftTV. 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 'Cause 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 to your butts, cause this is gonna be a great show. Heath Johnson saying all you need to know. We got fast cars racing, hopefully you're pacing. Are you ready for some high-speed action? Step on the gas, alright. Race fans, my heavens, my heavens. Bushwhackers. Saturday night. Thunder. Tough trucks. NASCAR, IndyCar, GT3. Octane. Racing League. Racing League. High Octane. Racing League. High Octane. Racing League. High Octane Racing League. Racing League. High Octane Racing League. Racing League. Octane Racing League.
Step on the gas. All right, we are back. In case you're just joining us today, depending on where you are, we're at Barber Motorsports Park for a 50-lap race number 1 of an 8-race season here in the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV. And this is one of the things that really separates High Octane Racing League from other leagues is that we do GT3 races, IndyCar, BTCC, stock cars, really a lot of different forms of racing. And I love IndyCars, man, and really brings out a really cool group of folks, neat group of folks. So excited to see these guys mix it up this season. Thank you for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Qualifications are over, and we will get the results. Hank Stedeker is the top time with 106.777. Some of the guys didn't qualify. Antonis Paparanopoulos, 107.213, will qualify or start in the second position. Gordon Carter's third. Claudio Bartelli Jr. fourth. John Stanley fifth. Ritsky Nova will start sixth. Ed Palumbo seventh. And then I think we have a few more here that have jumped out and will, or maybe didn't qualify, that will be coming back in. Gordon Carter there jumping back in. Also Sofian Amara. And I also think Bram Vandertank as well. So it's like 9 drivers, so a little bit of lower crowd. I had some guys who joined this series that said that they wouldn't be able to make it for the first race or so. So we'll see them popping in the next few races. Always like to double check the side-by-side view. Uh-oh, what's going on there? Not working? Well, let's fix that. Get that fixed. I know what the problem is. I shut something down. I shouldn't have shut down. Fire the broadcaster. Fire the broadcaster. Got about 5 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. First race of the season here at Barber Motorsports Park. Now I think we got her. I think we're ready now. There we go. There we go. Side-by-side view. Ricky Novar on the right side screen. Gordon Carter coming off the pits there on the left side screen. About 4.5 minutes left to go in the warm-up session before we get her going. My pick to win this race, we got some chatters coming in here. Preston Hassel chatting. I can't read. Who is that? I don't know who that is, man. I can't even pronounce that name. Help me out here. Who is that? So my pick to win this race is Hank Steneker. I think pretty clear he is one of the top drivers and will be. Ricky Novar right now the top time in practice. Look at Ed Palumbo. He's braving the IndyCar series. Maybe a top 5 out of him tonight. That'd be awesome. Three minutes left to go in warm-up. If you haven't subscribed to TurnLeftTV, please do so or smash the bell. You get updates when races are going live. Thanks to all those folks who support TurnLeftTV each and every week. Really appreciate it. I think we need to take a look at the race keys again, of course. We'll do that during the formation lap. And if you don't know anything about Barber Motorsports Park, just look at that aerial view. That will tell you it is a very difficult track. Muy difícil. Nikita! I just didn't know how to pronounce the letters there. So some of them look like backwards N's and backwards K's and so forth and so on. So thank you, Nikita, for helping me out there. Appreciate it. And welcome. Thanks for joining us here tonight or today, depending on where you are. But look at this track, man. This is a tough one. Even driving around, sort of getting familiar with this thing before I set up the race was tough for me. It's high speed and, man, very technical track as well. So Barber Motorsports Park, a true challenge today in the IndyCar series. Hopefully it doesn't break too many spirits. So just a little over a minute left in the practice session. Time to get your picks in. Mine is Hank Steneker. I'm picking him to win this. He's fastest in the warm-up session. Claudio Bardelli Jr., one of our great Brazilian drivers, joining us here tonight as well. This guy can get in any car and make it competitive. And he's got a challenge today here with the IndyCar series as well. But this guy just eats, sleeps, and drinks racing. Gordon Carter, right now 4th in the warm-up session. Gordon Carter, fairly, new to high-octane racing. He's been around here for a little bit, but I'll tell you, he has improved such a great deal and does a great bit of painting as well, and a great source of advice for us too. So here we go, man, into warm-up. This is going to be a good one. Get the command to start the engines and load the grid, baby. Barber Motorsports Park, 50-lap race. So 50-lap race here tonight. Well, it looks like somebody got kicked there, so we'll have to restart. So it looks like Hank got kicked on the turnover there. Love this game, man. I love the bugs in this game. Doesn't everybody love the bugs in the rFactor 2? No wonder their stock's down to like 35 cents a share. So these guys waiting on Hank to get back in here. Where'd this guy go? We're waiting on Hank Stendiger here, a little bit of a holding pattern, waiting on him to get back in. We'll step on the gas. So we are waiting on Hank Steneker to rejoin. This is a little bit of a... Thank you for being patient. Everybody knows rFactor 2, knows how this works out. Take a look at the warm-up. It looks like these guys get a little extended warm-up, I guess. All right, here we go. Hopefully, we're good this time. Good to see Creature Shock in here, buddy. We got to get you out here on the track. Been a long time since we've seen you. I'm giving you the side eye right now. Oh, one more time here. Hank Steneker is going to choose a default car and get back in here. I'm going to lose my throngs of viewers. Take a look at the schedule here. Next week we'll be at Indianapolis GP. Man, I might not broadcast that race. I might get in and drive that track. I love that track. We miss you too, Creature Shock. All right, I think we're ready to go. My gosh, man. 3 restarts? So I think we can do this now. My heavens, man. What a tough start it has been. Let's take a look at the starting order. starting order here today. I think we'll get it. Here we go. Antonis Paparanopoulos starts in P1. Gordon Carter starts in the second position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. starts third. John Stanley fourth. Hank lost his top qualifying position with the car situation. Failed inspection. Ritsky Novar starts fifth. Ed Palumbo sixth. Seventh is Sofiane Amara. And Graham Vandertang starts in the eighth position. Starting in ninth is in Hank Jan Stedeker. I have a feeling he's going to have fun moving up through the field. My race keys here. Race this track. Save the tires. Save those tires. Take care of them. Be patient here with your passes. Manage the traffic. Not going to be a huge thing here, but early on in the race probably will be. Make sure your pit stops are on point. And then you should be okay at this track. This is a tough one. Probably the toughest track of the 8 that we have on the schedule. Gordon Carter up to P2 there with that failed inspection for Hank Stedeker. I think the pace car is a little bit fast here under pace speed, to be honest with you. I was driving this a little bit earlier. Better off in Uderson. They're probably in bed, man. Here we go. Dotted line, baby. Dotted line. That means we're ready to rock and roll. This is an odd final little bit here to do a green flag start, running start, rolling start here. Here we go.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Green flag, let's start. And Antonis Paparanopoulos out to the lead, followed by Claudio Bardelli Jr. Ritsky Novar is in P3. Vandertang there running in the 7th position. We'll take a look at him. Vandertang, oh boy, little battle there. John Stanley off the track, it looked like. John Stanley came off the track, and he's in the kitty litter. Stanley in the kitty litter early on here, and man, I'll tell you what, you get some cars in front of you, take away your frames of reference, so you could be in big trouble here. And Paparanopoulos out to a pretty sizable lead here, 1.5 second lead over Claudio Bardelli Jr. Hank Stedeker here trying to pick up some spots. Running behind Sofiane Amara. That battle there raging on is Stedeker in P5, now working on Gordon Carter. And he is all over the back of Gordon Carter, man. Look at that. Gordon Carter just ahead on board here with Hank Stedeker. Yeah, hard into the left-hander. Gordon Carter keeping him honest, but giving him enough room. And it looks like Stedeker picking up a spot all the way up to P4. He started in the back, man. He's on a mission now. So he's gotten around 2 drivers here quickly. We have Vandertang running in the 7th position. He's running behind Sofiane Amara. Running in the 6th position, and Vandertang trying to get around. Graham looking for an opening here. We got a great battle. Novar in this mix here. Look at this, Novar battling Claudio Bardelli Jr. On board here with Ritsky Novar. Bardelli Jr. in P2. Just ahead, goes wide. Leaves an opening here for Ritsky Novar. Novar on the outside this corner, and he's got to be able to chop it off a little bit. And picks up that spot. Get out of the back of his machine at Claudio Bardelli Jr. Now running into third position. Hank Steneker is on the move. And now you know Novar looking in his rearview mirror, seeing that Steneker car get bigger and bigger and bigger. Steneker now up to P3. Failed inspection, had to get that thing fixed before he got up onto the grid, and he had to start at the back of the field. And Palumbo in his first race out here in the IndyCars, right now running in the 8th position. He's getting some laps in. I think some of the other tracks are going to be really going to fit Ed's racing style, especially when we get into the ovals. I think he'll really dig it. We had a little bit of reluctance doing the road course, especially this one. This is trial by fire here, starting out of this one. But here he is mixing it up, running in the 8 spots. Graham Vandertang and Sofia Amara. Vandertang getting around Amara. Take a look at this pass here as Vandertang making this pass. This is just a moment ago. Coming down the front stretch, crossing the start finish line and picking up that spot. Amara now back to the 7th position. Antonis Paparanopoulos has got a big lead, but it is only 8/10 now. Because Ritsky Novar keeping him honest. Ritsky Novar having a great race here, and Hank Steneker in this mix too. Hank Steneker's effectively caught up to that front two. He sees him out of the front of his machine. And Steneker on a mission. He wants to win this race. Paparanopoulos wants to win as well, getting around some lap traffic now. So John Stanley going a lap down as Paparanopoulos, Novar, and Steneker gets by. Bardelli Jr. back to the 4th position. He had some trouble. Now has dropped a few positions. Now back to P4. Gordon Carter running in the 5th spot, not too far back. Running in P5, and looks like Vandertang gets by. As Gordon Carter now falling back to the 6th position. Vandertang on a mission here as well. He had a pretty challenging start. Take a look at this pass. Vandertang on Gordon Carter. Timed this perfectly, going to the right side, inside of that corner, and he was able to get through the S's. Vandertang now up to P5. Gordon Carter back to the 6th position. Paparanopoulos is about a second up on Ritsky Novar at the Spider. Such a wacky thing to have on the infield of a track there, but kind of cool. Take a look at Bardelli Jr. here. He's got Vandertang all over the back of him right now. Oh, and he goes off track. Bardelli Jr. gets into the track, or gets off the track into the grass, and Vandertang pick up that spot. Wow. Vandertang swings wide, almost gets into the grass as well. Ritsky Novar. Oh, no! Paparanopoulos has some trouble off the track as Ritsky Novar gets through. Oh, boy. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Oh, he just misses the corner. Tries to chop it off, gets into the kitty litter, keeps it out of the wall, but he's lost a couple positions now. Take a look at this again. He just misses this corner, just gets in way too hot. And he loses the back end of the car, comes across into the kitty litter, and loses a couple spots here on board here, as you see Novar and Steneker getting by. So Ritsky Novar, the leader. Race control saying that maybe Gordon Carter's come around here. Let's take a look at the replay there. Gordon Carter. He also has some trouble. He is in the grass, right back up on the track. Hey, couldn't have done that any better. He's going to lose a spot as Sophian gets by. So Sophian picks up a spot. And, oh, we got somebody off the track. Take a look here as Steneker, oh, he misses the corner. Oh, my God, straight into the wall. Straight into the tire barrier as it looked like he was coming onto pit lane and locked him up, and the car would not stop on him, and he is now on pit lane. Oh, my gosh, he's lost the front wing to that. Take a look at this again. He got a little wide here, carried way too much speed, loses the back end of the car. And, wow, what happened there, but looks like this got wide, and he went straight. He's going on to the pit lane and straight into the wall. So that was Paparanopoulos. I take that back. I think that was Steneker. So that's Paparanopoulos. He is retired his machine. Wow. Paparanopoulos had a pretty good race going. And one little mistake there to get onto pit lane, and he is out. Some of these camera angles are awful, man. Ritsky Novar, the leader. Hank Steneker now hounded him. Looking out of the back of Ritsky Novar's machine. Hank Steneker in P2. Paparanopoulos out of the race. We'll finish in the ninth position. And, whoa, Steneker really pushing the issue. Ritsky Novar is fast, however. We're great Indonesian drivers. And this guy comes, he comes prepared. I mean, I don't care whether it's stock cars, Indy cars, GT3, BTCC. This guy comes prepared. Very smart driver. Unlike all of us, you know, sometimes he gets himself in a little bit of trouble, but he is a driver that likes to take some risks. And here he is leading the race. Kind of a late entrant today, and didn't really expect to see him, to be honest with you. And here he is, gracing us with his presence in the 10 car. Hank Steneker running in the second position. That gap has widened. Steneker may be thinking some tire safe strategy. 10 laps in, a lot of laps to race. And this is a place where you just want to race the track on board here with Hank Steneker looking ahead at our leader, Ritsky Novar. This is a race the track kind of place. Timing the passes. Don't lose your focus. As we've seen, if you lose your focus, things go from bad to disastrous. Really, the corners here, high speed. Novar appears to be a little bit better coming off the corner there onto the front stretch. Van der Tang running in the third position in the 8 car. 08, I should say. 14 seconds back. Got a little challenge here today, and then we take a look at Bardelli Jr. running in the 4th position. Gordon Carter rounding out the top 5. Take a look at Bardelli Jr. And here's nearest competitor. Looks like he's about 6 seconds back to Bram Vandertank. Gordon Carter about 6.5 seconds back to Claudio Bardelli Jr. We got a battle here as now some lap traffic rolling up. And oh, look at that, 3 wide. Oh my gosh, 3 wide. Hank Steneker battling Ritsky Novar, drag race down the front stretch, and they had some lap traffic. Steneker using that opportunity to make a pass. Whoa, Nelly, look at that. Steneker muscling his way through as Ritsky Novar now falling back to P2. What a great sequence there. Let's take a look at this again. Take a look at Hank Steneker, and watch this. This gets 3 wide in a hurry. See the lap car there, John Stanley. Steneker split in the middle, and then, oh man, a drag race down the front stretch. Steneker to the outside. Yeah, boy, gets into the grass a little bit, but now has a preferred line on the right-hander. Wow, boy, that was an awesome pass. Great pass there. Great racing between Ritsky Novar and Hank Steneker. Steneker, our new leader. We're going to take a look at Hank Steneker. Now the leader. He's got about 0.8 of a second lead over Ritsky Novar. John Stanley and Antonis Paparanopoulos is out, but John Stanley now up to the 8th position. Paparanopoulos looks like he's rejoined, so make sure I'm Paparanopoulos back in the race. He's on pit lane, so not sure. I haven't seen him back in TeamSpeak, but he is back in the race. John Stanley now up to P8. Vandertank running in the 3rd position in the 8 car. About 16 seconds back, well, about 14 seconds back to P2. 16 seconds back to the race leader. So once Steneker had gotten around Ritsky Novar, he has been able to extend that lead to almost 3 seconds, 2.5, 3 seconds. Claudio Bardelli Jr., good top 5 run here for Claudio, running in the 4th position. As I was talking about earlier, you know, he really can get into any car and make it competitive. He's good wherever he goes. Obviously, the stock cars are his forte. He's got a lot of championships in High Octane Racing League. In the Bushwhacker Series, the Xfinity Series on Friday nights. He's a great truck driver on Wednesday nights for us as well. And, the Saturday Night Thunder, the Cup Series. He's got some championships there as well. Would be a big deal for Bardelli Jr. to get a championship here in the IndyCar Series. He's running in the 4th position right now. Race number 1, Gordon Carter in P5. Good to see Gordon back racing. Had to take a little time out for life things, but here he is running in the 5th position. In a High Place Moving sponsored machine. Number 54. He's got Sophia Amara just behind him running in P6. So good tight battle here. Just about a second separate those guys. A little under a second separate the two of those guys. Oh man. Sophia really closing in there. Gained a 10th just through that corner. He's looking fast now. Closing in on Gordon Carter. Eugene Fedorov joining us in here. How about that, man? Riding with Eugene Fedorov. Steneker driving my car. There we go. You guys got to come out and do some IndyCar racing with us. Eugene Fedorov. Probably at the cabin. Fedorov, you're not chatting from the cabin, are you? I'd be chatting from the cabin. cookout, a few beers, and right there you see Ed Palumbo letting the race leader go by. Or actually race P2 go by, Ritsky Novar. Ed Palumbo running in the 7th position. John Stanley running in P8. Papadopoulos may be back out on the track here. Let's see where he's at. No, looks like he's on in the pits. So John Stanley running in the 8th spot. That gap, since Stedeker has gotten around Ritsky Novar, has increased to almost 5 seconds. Kind of hovering around 4.5, 5 seconds. As Stedeker in the 8 car. Obviously the fastest one on the track. He did start in the back because he failed inspection. His best time is a 1:08.456, although not the top time. A 2:32 is the top time, and that was Ritsky Novar. And Ritsky Novar, I believe, is on pit lane, making a pit stop here on lap 17. So Ritsky Novar making a pit stop. It looks like he has finished up his pit stop now, coming back out on track. So quick pit stop here for Ritsky Novar as we take a look at Hank Stedeker, our race leader. So Ritsky Novar now finishing up, back out on the track. Still in P2. How about that, man? You can get on off pit lane and still be in the 2nd position. I'll take it. About 30 seconds back now in P2. Got a fresh set of tires, full tank of fuel. So we're starting to see some guys maybe make pit stops. Take a look at this, Claudio Bardelli Jr. picking up a spot, getting around Bram Vandertang. Vandertang back to the 4th position as he actually came around here. We'll take a look at the replay. Let's take a look here. Bram Vandertang on this replay. Oh, just the crest of the hill. He lost the grip on the car and came around. Keeps it out of the wall and does a great job of lucky for him, man. That's kind of a lot of trust there backing out on the track. You see Bardelli Jr. going by. Vandertang had some trouble. But probably best case scenario for him, he did not get into the wall. Take a look at Hank Stedeker coming on to pit lane. So the race leader making a pit stop. Here on lap 18. Four tires and fuel for the 8 car. Novar trying to close in and maybe sneak back around him, but not able to close in. He's about 5 seconds back now. Novar has really been impressive here today. I thought, maybe a last-minute decision to come out and race Indy cars, but maybe gotten a lot of practice at this track. He's a great race car driver. Stedeker is an IndyCar specialist. And Stedeker missed that corner, and Novar almost gave him a punt. Well, that was John Stanley. I take that back. Sorry, Hank. Take a look here. John Stanley in the kitty litter. Coming back out on track, and Ritsky Novar almost got in the back of him. avoided a disaster there. Eugene, the British folks said that they would be here. They wouldn't be able to make it this. A lot of those Brits said they wouldn't be able to make it for this race, but hopefully some of the others during the season. So got some part-timers, I think, and there may be something else going on too that conflicts. But I think a lot of those guys are excited about the 5 ovals that we're going to have. Of course, Indianapolis, we got Gateway, Iowa, Nashville, Milwaukee Mile, and what was the other one? I should know that. I mentioned 4, didn't I? Let's take a look at the schedule here. This is Gateway, Milwaukee, Indy. Did I say Indy? Oh yeah, Milwaukee Mile, Indy, Nashville, Iowa, and Gateway are the 5 ovals. There's the schedule. Come on out and race with us, man. Love to have you. That's why I put this in this time slot, so it makes it happy for the guys in Asia and Europe, and also semi-friendly, I guess, for the folks here in the United States and South America and so forth. 30 laps to go. Ritsky Novro running in the 2nd position. Hank Steneker is our leader. Got about 7.5 second lead over Ritsky Novar. And Palumbo is on pit lane, taking service. As we see Palumbo finishing up his pit stop now, coming back out on track here on lap 21. So let Palumbo back out on the track. .22 laps in, approaching halfway. Hank Steneker has had an eventful race, an eventful weekend, let's just say, with the car failing inspection. Had to start at the back of the grid, quickly made his way through the field, and now the leader. He's had to battle for it. Had to battle for it with Vandertang as well as Steneker. Novar, I should take that back. Paparanopoulos as well. He's had to work his way up through the field, and here he is in control. About almost an 8-second lead, now an 8-second lead over Novar. John Stanley indicating he's going to be making a pit. He's running in the 8th position. One of our great Canadian drivers. Oh, Stanley in the grass, trying to get out of the way. Missed that corner and gets into the grass. And he's going to let those guys go by as much as he can. Sometimes you sort of take your eye off the track to let these guys by, make room for them, and it puts you in a sort of an awkward position on the track, and you end up in the kitty litter, the grass, or the wall. Gordon Carter running in the 6th position in the 54 car. Our great Canadian drivers. Oh, a little bit off the track there. Kicking up some dust. Gordon Carter in a high place moving sponsor machine. Get out of the back of his machine at Ritsky Novar, our P2 driver, and Gordon Carter going to leave Ritsky Novar a lot of room. Novar getting by. Does who know about it, brother? Steniker in control. 8.5 second lead over Ritsky Novar. Bardelli Jr. in thirds. Amara is in the fourth position. Haven't checked on him in a bit. He's running in P4. In a quiet night for Amara other than early on in the race. The second half of the race seems to, or approaching the second half of the race. The latter half of this first run seems like it has been pretty calm for him. He's racing the track. His first time out here at High Octane Racing League, so we want to welcome him. And he's doing a pretty good job here running top 5. Graham Vandertang is running in the fifth position. There's Amara just ahead in P4. About 5 seconds separate the P4, P5. So a little work to do here for the 08 car. Little lap car traffic in the way there. It's John Stanley going wide and letting Vandertang get by. And it looks like Amara now comes off the track to make a pit stop. So he's on pit lane, taking service. More tires and fuel for him. Now back out on track. Camera ant guy we're going to have to fire him. We halfway home. Come on, baby. Come on out and run. Creature Shock, Eugene Fedorov, let's go. Get out here. Next week, we're going to be at Indy GP. I mean, come on. Everybody knows Indy GP. That's a great track. It's probably my favorite road course. I tell you, Alton Park's my favorite road course. And then Baku, definitely up there as well. Maybe my second favorite. Those two courses. And then I love Indy GP, man. But Baku, Alton Park, a little too bumpy, I think, for Indy cars, but Alton Park is my favorite track. I love that track. Now, come on out and join us, man. We definitely miss you here at HORL. Both of you guys come out here and fight it out in the Indy cars. We'd love to see you both out here. Ritsky Novar running in P2. Pretty good run for him, man. He has been able to chop into that lead a little bit. It's down to about 6.5 seconds. It was up to around 8 seconds. So this, after pit stops, it does seem like he is, oh man, I tell you, that was a gutsy deal right there. A lot of trust went into that one. He wanted to get the right angle to get through this horrible turn. Antonis had to go. Maybe he has a hot date. So Antonis said, I have a hot date. I got to go. No, he didn't really say that. I'm just making that part up. But he did say he had to go. But hopefully we'll see him next week at Indy GP. Had a tough break there early on. And we'll hope to see him next week. John Stanley is on pit lane taking some service. So big pit stop here for John Stanley. Got a few laps down. He comes out here to help us, increase the numbers at our, just to kind of have fun and hang out with the guys, man. John Stanley, one of the nicest guys out there on the track and off the track. And Hank Steniker extending that lead back up into the 7-second range. Vandertang now, after making pit stops, trying to pick up a couple spots. Looks like he might have gotten around Claudio Bardelli Jr. Bardelli Jr. on pit lane taking service and finishing that up. So he's going to go back to the 4th position, might end up dropping back to P5. There's Sofian Amara running in the 5th position. Behind him is Gordon Carter. I tell you what, man, I think we got a little bit to go here, just past halfway, but right now Hank Steneker is putting on a clinic on how to recover from adversity. He failed inspection. The 8 car failed inspection, had to come back in, failed again, and was given a 3rd chance. And here he is. He started at the back of the field, and here he is now leading the race. 8.5 seconds ahead. Steneker loves Indy cars. Great IndyCar driver. And I don't think there is a big need to overdrive this car now, given the lead that you have 30 laps in. Just want to hit your marks. Novar now 8.5 seconds back in the 2nd position. Claudio Bardelli Jr., the first car 1 lap down. He's running in the 4th position. I mentioned earlier, I've known Claudio for quite a while now. We're good friends on track, off track. And Claudio comes out and races with us on weekends, on the Friday nights, the Saturday nights in the stock cars. He races in the truck series on Wednesday nights. We've been trying to help his folks out there at NASCAR BR a little bit, providing them a place to do their racing on Monday nights. If you're interested in doing some stock car racing on a Monday night, NASCAR BR, great little group of guys, and they get a fair amount of folks racing on Monday nights. Bardelli Jr. heading up that effort, and he has got a lot of stock car championships, man. I mean, really, he comes out and races in the GT3 series when he can. When we have that, it's been a bit since we've had a GT3 series. Whenever we've had our charity events as well, we see him there. We do Extra Life charity races. And here he is mixing it up into Indy cars. This guy just loves race car driving, man. As a podcast channel, I don't have it up in this part right here, but I can show you. I believe I might be able to show you. Put the link up in the stream. Don't have the graphic in this section of my broadcast. I'll have to change that for the next race. As I find it. Gordon Carter in the 56 car, and oh no, Sofian Amara got off the track, and Gordon Carter slips through. Did you see that, man? That happened in a hurry. Take a look here out of the front of Gordon Carter's machine, and he just, look at that. Sofian misses the turn, and Gordon Carter gets by. And that came out a lot better for Amara than I had expected. He said he spun around here, but maybe this is a little bit later. He gets off there. Oh, he gets off right there. It does spin, so he is having some trouble. Maybe boogered up those tires a little bit. And he has spun, but Gordon Carter had gotten by. Gordon Carter has moved up to the 5th position. Take a look at Gordon Carter's machine in the 54 car, my God. Gordon Carter, he is running in the 5th position as Novar gets by. So he gave Novar a lot of room. Take a look at Novar running in the 2nd position now, 36 seconds down. Steneker has put on a clinic here in this race. Take a look at if we can't get the podcast link here. Give me a moment. Starting to see some pit stops here as well. It's the Sober Tom podcast link. Let me there's the link there. So support Claudio Bardelli Jr.'s Sober Tom podcast. Yes, Track Day Media. We run every Saturday. This is the first of 8 races. Next week we'll be at Indy GP. If you want to know how to join us for the race for the season, let me know. And I will get you hooked up. Gordon Carter has been on pit lane. Now rejoining the racing surface. He is 1 lap down in the 6th position. It does look like Vandertang on pit lane as well, as we're behind the pit wall. There we go. Vandertang on pit lane. And Hank Steneker is the leader, and he is in control, baby. Yeah, we'll get you Track Day Media. We'll get you a link to our Discord server where we do most of our business. There you go. There's a Discord link. Come on in and introduce yourself. We'll get you set up. Trex VR. Oh yeah, Trex VR. My boys there at Trex VR. Love those guys. And, so you've seen the stream before, I think. Hey, maybe Trex VR can provide some guys that like to do IndyCar series a place to race there. Steneker the leader. Do a reset here on the overlays. 8.5 second lead over Ritsky Novar. Ed Palumbo's had some trouble. He got onto pit lane and looked like maybe, oh my God. Ed Palumbo, big time damage there. Big time damage for Ed Palumbo. What happened for Ed? Let's take a look here. Ed Palumbo, I think, was coming onto pit lane to make a pit stop, and something happened. We're taking a look. This is a replay. Be a little bit behind, but we'll take a look and see what happened to Ed Palumbo. So Ed Palumbo is out of the race. We're going through a replay here just to see what happened. He was wanting to get onto pit lane. And gets the car woed up, and then, oh, it gets into the grass. Oh, too much speed there and into the wall. Ed Palumbo hitting the wall and losing the front wing, and that car, he doesn't have reverse. It's taking no reverse, so he can't back up. Ed Palumbo out of the race. My heavens. That might have knocked his toupee off as well. That was a hard hit going into the pits. It is a tough pit lane. You're carrying a little bit of speed there in that first section. You got to make a hard right hand, and if you get into the grass there, it's like on ice, and that's what he did. He just could not turn the car, and it got straight into the wall, and his pit crew is mad. He's going to get a stern talking to once they tow that car back to the pit stall. Staneker running into some lap traffic, in control here now. This second half of the race, he has been lightning fast. Ritsky Novar is in second. Bardelli Jr. in third position. Vandertang in fourth. Sofian Amara is in P5. Well, we got some great tracks too, man. While you're here, I'm gonna pop up the IndyCar schedule. We'll take a look at the schedule here. Next week we'll be at Indy GP, and then we have 5 ovals: Milwaukee Mile, Indianapolis, Nashville Superspeedway, Iowa Speedway, Gateway Raceway. 5 ovals in a row, and then finishing out the season at Road America. So what a great season. Put a lot of ovals on there. All the ovals are actually raced in the IndyCar series as well. So put all those on there, so guys who are clamoring for some oval action in the IndyCars, they'd be enticed to come out and race with us. This is a track here I think is the most difficult track on the schedule. Barber Motorsports Park. But Staneker is in control here today. We are approaching 10 laps to go. And Hank Staneker has about a 12.5 second lead over Ritsky Novar. Next week we'll be at Indy GP. Of course, that'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. And as I'd mentioned earlier, that's home for me. We're about 40, 45 miles north of Indianapolis, north of the track. I've been to the track many, many times. Growing up in Indiana, you know, it's all about the Indy 500. Didn't have the GP back in the day. And then you get the Brickyard later down the road. And the stock cars, I remember when they first made it to, or decided to race in Indianapolis, it was a big deal, man. And that's one of the, you know, the prime tracks on the stock car circuit now. Alexei Salviev, man, hope you're doing okay. We definitely miss you. And I have a feeling if you got out here and raced with us, you'd be up there giving Hank Staneker a run for his money. Hopefully everything's going well for you. We definitely miss you. Good to see you in here in the chat session. So there's some chat. There's some IndyCar royalty right there. Look at us. Alexei Salviev joining us. And don't forget about Creature Shock and Eugene Fedorov. Joining us as well. Good to see Track Day Media out here. Riding with Eugene Fedorov. That's an interesting chat name there. I don't know if I would feel comfortable riding with Eugene Fedorov. He is dangerous. Just kidding, Eugene. Lap traffic there for Hank Steneker. 10 laps to go. Ritzky Novar running in P2. He's about 16 seconds back. Did a pretty good race here for Ritzky. Late addition to the series. Really didn't expect to see him today, and surprised me. Pleasantly surprised. Ritzky Novar, one of our great Indonesian drivers. Indonesian brothers. And he is running in P2. Bardelli Jr. Forget about the Sober Tom podcast. Check him out. Put the link in the chat there. Bardelli Jr., great musician. Oh boy, singing a song there in the grass. Bardelli Jr. off the track there at P3. He's made a little interesting, kicking up some dust. And Vandertang now about a half a second back. He saw that, maybe getting in his head a little bit. Looking out of the front of Vandertang's machine. He's a little bit wide there. Trying to close in on Bardelli Jr. Four tenths now separate the two of those drivers. You know, Bardelli Jr. knows where Vandertang's at now. Looking out of the back of Bardelli Jr.'s machine. Vandertang closing in. Oh, Bardelli Jr. locks him up. Now 2 tenths separate the two of those guys. This is a good battle. Amara trying to close it out. He's got a good top five. Oh, no! Amara looted back into that car. Amara off the pace there, jumping over the curb. Or the zebra, as they call it in Brazil. And he gets the car back out there. He might have made a little contact with the wall. And that's allowed Gordon Carter to close in. Now, Gordon Carter, that is for position. So Gordon Carter may be trying to make a late race pass here. 6 laps to go. 7 laps to go. Is Gordon Carter trying to close in on Amara. Amara's had some trouble. So a couple good battles here on the track. Bardelli Jr. now battling for position. Oh, there's contact. And the car's off the track. Oh, boy. Contact, and there was some, there was a car that went off the track. That might have been John Stanley. Third car in this action. Vandertang goes down to the inside. And then, oh, boy, there's going to be contact right here. Oh, it gets loose at the back end of the car. And then, whoa, Bardelli Jr. came out smelling like a rose on that one. Let's take a look at this again. And he just gets in hot right here. Super, super hot. Loses the back end of the car. And then Bardelli Jr. able to avoid the contact. Back up here with Bardelli Jr. He is feeling pretty safe now as he avoided that contact with Vandertang. Vandertang really risked it all on that one. Approaching 5 laps to go. Bardelli Jr. holding on to P3. Steneker is the leader. Man, that was a wild sequence there. Salviev, I know you're not driving right now, but you're more than welcome to come out at all the streams and do some chatting in there in the chat session too. We'd love that. You got a great amount of, IndyCar knowledge. I mean, stock cars as well. I mean, who am I kidding here? But we'd love to have you here, maybe leading up the chat next week at Indy GP. And, the rest of the season, we'd love to see you there. We've sort of semi-retired from racing. Or at least cut back the schedule a little bit. Understandable. But as an IndyCar champion here at High Octane Racing League, definitely a special place in our heart. We're friends outside of racing too, of course. That's what binds us, right? That's how we know each other, through sim racing. Stenneker extending that lead a little bit up to 18, almost 19 seconds in control, and he has had such an eventful day here with failing inspection. Had to start at the back of the field. Fortunately for him, only 9 drivers here joining us this week. I suspect at Indy GP we're going to have more. That is a fun track next week. Stenneker looking at just under 5 laps to go. Across the start-finish line, we'll be looking at 4 to go. Gordon Carter trying to pick up a spot there as Amara off the track there, kicking up some dust. And giving up a spot here late in the race. Gordon Carter now picking up P5 as Sophion gets off the track. And I don't know what happened to him, but man, he went way off the track here. Let's take a look. Just got wide, got in the grass right there. You get in the grass and you can't turn the car. And now he's down into the kitty litter. And Gordon Carter gets by. Vandertang trying to close out this race. Oh, no, he loses the back end of the car. Vandertang loses the back end. Looks like he's okay there, but man, he saved it. Didn't lose any positions. Fortunately for him, he's probably flat spotted those tires, but only a few laps to go. Can he limp that thing home? Three laps to go for Hank Stenneker. Now the strategy is just don't make any mistakes. You come up with some lap cars, don't really push the issue here. You got a good comfortable lead, 23 seconds now. It's been a master class on recovering from adversity for Hank Stenneker today, with the failed inspection and some trouble early on in the race, and he was able to climb back up here to the front in this second half of the race. And it's been smooth sailing ever since. He had a battle with Ritsky Novar for a while, but once he was able to get by Ritsky Novar, he has hit his marks and extended that lead now to 24 seconds. And Stenneker putting on a master class here on how to recover from early race adversity. 2 laps to go here at Barber. Ritsky Novar's had a pretty good race, though, running in the second position. He got some laps led. Like I said, a last-minute addition. I didn't really expect to see him today, but great to see him out. And here he is running in P2. We got a big crash. We got a big crash on the front stretch. I don't know what happened there. Let's take a look. Looks like Amara. Oh, Amara, they're off the end of the curb, it looked like, on the rumble strips, the zebra, and hits, and now he's missing a front wing. Let's take a look and see what happened to him. Oh, he just gets into that. Yeah, the rumble strips there, just a horrible angle. Maybe trying to correct and get back onto the track, and he hits. Wow, man. And that's the stuff that Hank Stenneker doesn't want to see out of the front of his car. Now, can Amara limp that car back around? I think he spun around again, missing the front wing. We're on the last lap here for Hank Stenneker. So Amara now still having trouble with that damage to that car. It's like he might be in the grass again. Hank Steneker, smooth sailing for him. Hank Steneker on his way for a race victory here in race number 1 in the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series at Barber Motorsports Park. Hank Steneker, the final corner down the front stretch, will claim victory here at Barber Motorsports Park. Great run there for Hank Steneker. So Hank Steneker gets the win in style. A great job to Hank Steneker. Wow, what a way to come back and grab the victory. Great job, Hank Steneker. It looks like Ritsky Novar will come in the second position. Bardelli Jr. in third. Wow. Steneker, master class there again on recovering. Just a great job for him getting the win. So getting the burnout in for Hank Steneker. So easy win for a Hanky. That's right, easy win for him. He had it figured out on how to recover from that bad situation early and failing inspection. So great job for Hank. Let's take a look at the final results. Take a look at the final results there. Hank Steneker gets the win. Ritsky Novar finishes in P2. We actually had 9 drivers there. Paparanopoulos not appearing on the final standings there. That's an interesting situation. Take a look here. Let's do a little refresh. Make sure we get that up there right. It doesn't look like he's going to appear on the standings. That's interesting. Maybe an inspection issue. Hank Steneker finishes in P1. Ritsky Novar finishing at second position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. finishes in third. Bram Vandertang finishes fourth. Gordon Carter, good top 5 run there for him. Sophia Amara with the late race issue there. Lost a spot, but finishes in P6. John Stanley battles for a 7th place finish. 8th is Ed Palumbo. And Antonis Paparanopoulos, Pappy, finishes in 9th. And not showing him in the order there, but of course it is RF2, so why would things be working properly in this sim? So great job to Hank Steneker on getting the win at Barber here in race number 1. All right, we'll see if we can't drag Hank down here with us. All right, Hank Steneker, you got the win. You had an early bit of trauma, I should say, or drama with failing inspection, having to start at the back of the field. What was the plan there with the situation not being on the pole and having to start at the back of the field? How'd you feel there, and what was the strategy?
strategy was going to be, if I'm not able to pass people, then I would do an early pit stop and then try to undercut the guys in front. The two-stopper was always my my go-to strategy, and well, I mean, as soon as I passed a lot of people, then I was like, I can stretch the stint. I had fuel that I needed to do it, and yeah, then obviously when I got the chance to pass Ritsky for the lead with with the back marker helping me a bit, then obviously my strategies changed to continue until my tank was empty, and hopefully I wouldn't get undercut by Ritsky, and he nearly did, I think. But yeah, as soon as I got out and I was in front, and I knew it was mine to lose from there.
You know, this track, I think, is deceptively technical. You know, there's a lot of speed here, and you know, those some of the blind corners there you can't really see over the hill very well. You just got to know and trust your entry, and it's going to be right. And then you've got to deal with the back markers too. It didn't seem like lap traffic was that big of a deal for you.
No. Overall, obviously the back markers were really nice and left the door open. At some spots they probably didn't see me coming, and then obviously I had to wait a little more. But I mean, if they would have not left the doors open, then back markers would be a real factor to influence the race strategies even more.
Next week we have Indy GP, personally one of my favorite road courses and a home game for me. How do you feel about Indy GP? I think that, you know, it sort of runs the gamut with drivers. You know, either you hate it or you love it. You know, kind of where do you stand on that track?
Yeah, at my previous team, Promix Flame, it was always that I often said that I loved it and Alexei hated it. But yeah, I mean, for me it's a good track. It is hard to pass, but it's possible. It's also technical, but a lot less technical than Barber. It's flat as well, so yeah, it requires a lot of different things than Barber, and yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you know, I think it'll be a bigger field next week. It'll, you know, kind of be our last road course for a while. Then we hit 5 ovals. Is there any oval that stands out to you on that you know, 5 ovals in a row part of the schedule?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Indianapolis is the big one. I expect a lot of people to be strong there because there is a lot more races on. Like Indianapolis is always on the schedule, so probably a lot of people have good setups for it. The other tracks, I mainly, personally, I fully love Iowa. It's a really cool, fast track. It's small, and tire wear is a very big factor there. Yeah.
It looks like Alexei came in the chat session to cheer you on today too in the TurnLeftTV chat. So any word for Alexei?
I mean, sorry for driving in your livery, but it was yeah, it was a desperate attempt to still join the server, but
yeah.
Obviously his livery that he made for Promix Flame is more beautiful than mine. But still, yeah.
Well, hey,
I love his support. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, I hope he's going to come back for every one of our races in chat. I know he's sort of semi-retired from racing, and you know, maybe one day we'll see him back on the track. But nonetheless, he'll be out here. I hope to cheer you on next week at Indy GP. Great win for you, Hank.
Maybe he can join in the booth.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That'd be awesome to have you as a special guest.
Yeah.
All right, well, hey, congratulations to you. Good luck to you next week and the rest of the season.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for hosting the race.
Absolutely. All right, that's Hank Staneker joining us up here in the booth, and congratulations to him. Already the Prominix team getting a race win. So good to see Hank in victory lane at Barber, and talk about overcoming challenges there. He's a little lucky in one respect that there wasn't a bigger field. I think if you had 20 drivers or so, that might have been a lot more challenging, a lot more risky to get around some of these drivers and get up to the front too. So, hey, he did a great job. Ran a very solid race. Knew what he had to do once he suffered the indignation of having to start in the back with the failed inspection. As we mentioned, next week we will be at Indy GP. 40-lap race there, race number 2 of the season, and then we hit that 5 ovals in a row, with Milwaukee Mile being the first of the 5. Indianapolis Motor Speedway on Memorial Day weekend, of course. 100-lap race there, a little bit longer race than the other ones comparatively. I mean, that's a 250-mile race at Indy, so made that one a little bit longer. I'm not doing a 500-miler, I'll be honest with you, but 250 miles there. Nashville, race number 5 on May the 31st, at the beginning of June with Iowa, and Hank had mentioned Iowa, one that stands out to him. He loves that track. That may spell bad news for some of these boys. Iowa is a fun track in the Indy cars. I think I like it better in Indy cars than I do stock cars, to be honest with you. And Gateway Raceway, the last oval on June the 14th. And then June 21st, the first day of summer here in the Northern Hemisphere, that is Road America on June 21st, ending with the road course. A fast one and, a good one as well, man. That's a fun track. So, and some great racing headed your way. Don't forget to join us on Saturday, May the 10th at 1 p.m. is when we'll start the broadcast. We have some more racing later tonight at High Octane Racing League, the Next Gen Cup Series. Saturday Night Thunder will be at Texas Motor Speedway for a 100-lap race at 8 p.m. tonight. So a great storied tradition there with the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder. Been going on since 2001. I actually joined High Octane Racing League in 2001, and we were doing kind of some pickup races, and then we started doing the Saturday Night Thunder later that year, and it's been going strong ever since. So the Saturday Night Thunder, long storied history to that series, coming up tonight at 8 p.m. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That's EliteHostingUSA.com. How about hosting your website or your online store? VPS hosting and shared web hosting also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. That's who provides our servers here at HighOctaneRacing.net. Don't forget to join us over there. There's a quick link to our Discord server if you'd like to join us. We'd love to have you. That's HighOctaneRacing.net. The High Octane Racing League Tough Truck Series will be back in action at North Wilkesboro on Wednesday, May the 7th. Race number 8 of the season. It's a 135-lap race. Starts at 8 p.m. That's the High Octane Racing League Tough Truck Series at North Wilkesboro. Great short track in the Truck Series. So congratulations to Hank Staneker on his convincing win at Barber Motorsports Park. Great run for Hank, and wish him the best of luck, and all the drivers the best of luck next race and the rest of the season. Thank you for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and smash the subscribe button if you haven't done so, and then massage that bell, baby. Help me out here at TurnLeftTV and get everybody out here understanding and knowing what TurnLeftTV is all about. Till next time, boys and girls, I am out of here.